By all accounts, the US economy is on fire. At least that's what the statistics are telling us. Retail sales for this March hit an all-time record $557 million and continued strong in April at $555 million, according to the Census Bureau's monthly retail trade report. The April total represents a 50% surge from last April when the country was shut down. But it's worth noting that this April's total was also a big jump from 2019, before the pandemic, up 26% over 2 years. This gift of sudden prosperity comes with a predictable price tag that has economists and retailers wringing their hands. Inflation has also snapped back, up 4.2% in April from a year earlier. Gasoline, fuel oil, and car prices are all up substantially. The housing market has gone ballistic. Prices soared 13.2% for the year ending in March, according to the S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller Home Price Index. For US retailers, there's an extra pinch developing. The $15 minimum wage is the new benchmark, just as American businesses are scrambling for help. The Bureau of Labor Statistics' most recent report on job openings for April recorded the highest number in 2 decades. Just about everywhere you go, retail stores, restaurants, and grocery stores are festooned with signs declaring, "We're hiring." What all this means for the sustainability movement is unclear, but the predictable squeeze on profits may prompt some companies to slow down, cut back, or shelve plans to get greener. Furthermore, the sustainability movement is effectively still in its infancy, with lots of kinks to work out. For example, Timberland TSBK, the footwear and clothing retailer and manufacturer, began issuing an annual corporate social responsibility report 20 years ago. Later in the spring of 2007, the company began labeling their shoeboxes with green index scores. But after the company was sold to VF Corp. VFC in 2011, during the long recovery from the 2008 economic collapse, former CEO Kenneth P says, in a piece he recently wrote for the Harvard Business Review, that the company dropped the green index labeling and stopped the practice of reporting on Timberland's carbon emissions. "We learned that it's extremely difficult to change the rules of competition in an industry," said Pucker. "Reporting is riddled with problems, and sustainable investing is overhyped." Meanwhile, environmental threats continue to mount, and inequality continues to grow. Similarly, Yvon Chouinard, founder of Patagonia, the billion-dollar clothing company that has made sustainability a core governance issue, recently bemoaned the influence on corporate behavior of the focus on stock prices. "It's all growth, growth, growth. The sustainability movement is here to stay, and retailers will remain under pressure to demonstrate their commitments."